Hi, everybody. It's Tuesday, February 3rd, 2009. Thanks for stopping by. Norman Finkelstein gave an excellent speech recently concerning Gaza. He's in my favorites, the speech is. So I encourage you to check it out. He gave some excellent analysis. And what he said, I believe, is absolutely correct. The IDF, in massacring the civilians of Gaza with overwhelming firepower, have demonstrated beyond a shadow of a doubt their overwhelming weakness and depravity and corruption. Armies who fight powerful enemies, armies who fight when they are outnumbered by a superior force, demonstrate strength. They demonstrate discipline. They demonstrate cohesiveness. Armies which attack civilians demonstrate nothing but cowardice. You could apply this, I'm sure, to Hamas targeting civilians in Sderot and these other Israeli towns. But don't forget that even though targeting civilians with rockets is wrong, don't forget that the people who were shooting those rockets were born into a prison. They were born into a prison. Don't forget that those people were starving to death because of the blockade. Don't forget that thousands of Israeli munitions also rained on Gaza. It wasn't a one-way exchange. Don't forget that Israel was assassinating people inside Gaza that they didn't like. And don't forget that the United States and Israel tried to overthrow Hamas violently when Hamas won the election. Don't forget these things. You don't have to support Hamas. I don't really support Hamas. You don't have to support throwing rockets at civilians for any reason. But don't forget the context of this situation. Don't forget the massive inequality that exists between the refugees who have been displaced by Israel and Israel itself. We're not talking about a war between two nations here. We're talking about a war between a nation and the refugees that were created when that nation established itself, and when that nation has continued to expand violently and continued to colonize violently throughout its history. A nation which has never ceased to attack its neighbors for very long. A nation which has repeatedly started wars with the pretext that it was defending itself. Don't forget that. It's very important to keep the perspective here and to understand who the victims and who the aggressors really are. And it's not the people throwing rocks who are the aggressors. It's hard to believe, but the people throwing rocks, the people with low-grade fertilizer munitions on top of homemade rockets, which maybe 0.1% ever actually hit anybody. Those people aren't the ones who are starting all this. Those are the ones who have been pushed and pushed and pushed, and who are now facing extinction as a people. And individually, they face extinction every day. They face death. And so, don't condemn them too vigorously unless you're also prepared to condemn the people who are continuously killing them because of their race and their religion. Don't be that kind of hypocrite. And I know, there's no doubt in my mind that this system called Israel, which people are supporting now in fewer and fewer numbers every day, this system cannot be defended. It's morally bankrupt. It's morally wrong. There's no way to defend it. There's no way to defend genocide or ethnic cleansing or violence against civilians. You cannot do it. And not many people who support Palestinians support the violence against civilians. But guess what? All the people who support Israel do. I've had plenty of arguments with people where they asked me to condemn Hamas for shooting rockets, and I did. And then I asked them to condemn the same sort of behavior from Israel, and they wouldn't do it in a million years. No matter who dies, they defend it. And it's a pretty big double standard, and they don't even see it, even when they're engaging in conversation with me, and I do something and they will not reciprocate. It's not for the sake of argument, but it's just a matter of principle. You don't support violence against innocent people, no matter who you are. So, the thing is, this system cannot be defended. It's going into infamy very quickly. Every day, it gets more and more obvious to more and more people that this is an abomination, a horrible, horrible crime, an ongoing crime. And if you want to be an acceptable person, if you want to be someone who can show your face in public, you won't be able to support this for very long. And when finally it dawns on everyone and it dawns on you, you will wish that you hadn't gone around telling everyone that you supported this. When apartheid came down, it was very hard to find any white person in South Africa who would say they supported it. And when people understand that this shouldn't be compared to anything else, this is not like apartheid or like the Holocaust. This is something that stands on its own and is a horrible, horrible crime. And when people realize that, there won't be anyone that you can find who will admit that they ever supported it. That's where this is going. I promise you. I don't know if the Palestinian people will survive that long, but that's where this is going. And so, to all of you people out there who support this because you hate, because you believe you're better than others, because you don't care about the rights or the lives of human beings who aren't like you, repent. Repent. Now, change. Before it's too late. You're going to have to change sooner or later. You might as well change now and save yourself a lot of embarrassment. Thanks for watching.